Good evening, guys. Welcome this evening, and I am going live from my usual spot in North Galway. I almost said North Dublin. I mean North Galway. And welcome to anyone watching on my replay and anyone watching on my YouTube channel. So you can see that the title of today's video is 3 Ways to Help When Feeling Blue. And of course, we all get those days where we feel blue or feel miserable or feel, oh, I wish it was different, or I wish I was able to handle this, or this pressure is gone, or this stress, or I just feel crappy or really awful about myself today. And these are normal. Of course, everybody gets these days where you just want to pull the covers over your head and not get out of bed. These days happen to people, and they are the days that we just need to be patient and know that they'll pass. So I've got 3 tips for you today to help with this. So the first tip is, when you're feeling this way, or feeling blue or feeling not good, think to yourself, is there anything you can do in this moment, or anything you can do to help change the situation? So sometimes it's good to take action. Now, it's not always good to take action, but sometimes it is. So if you can think to yourself, what can I do to take action to make me feel better? Because ultimately it's about how you feel. Now, it's not about, oh, I always need to change the feeling, because sometimes we need to sit with the feeling and accept it. But that brings me to step 2. But so tip 1, the first way is to think, what can I do? Hi Susanna, nice to see you, join me. What can I do to help me feel better? So could you go for a walk? Could you ring a friend? Could you share how you feel? Could you take a nap? If you're having a really bad day, could you just go to bed and know that tomorrow is a new day and you'll start up fresh? Or can you just sit with the feeling and say, okay, I'm going to sit with this and let it pass. I know it's going to pass, because it will pass. They always do. That leads me into tip 2, which is, it is hard and it's a practice to try and accept this is how you feel right now. And it will, as I said, it will pass. And like I said, sometimes it really is to do with taking some action. Like if there's a buildup of things that need to be done, and trying to take baby steps at doing those little small things to get them done, and then the pressure is releasing. But in other cases, it's about identifying how you actually feel and just saying it out loud, sharing it out loud, and trying to let that feeling go. It's very important to acknowledge our feelings, because if we don't acknowledge actually where we're at, we can't deal with it. It's that simple. So that leads me into number 3. I mentioned it already. Tip 3, that you only need to be okay for the rest of this day, and to hold tight, and it will pass. The feeling that you're feeling eventually will pass. Now for today, you say, I'm holding on, all I have is today, and then you can go to bed early and maybe listen to some meditation when you're in bed, and something relaxing or something that you really enjoy, and use that space to nourish yourself. Or even you could listen to some speaker who is about self-building, building your personal development and boosting you up, and self-kindness and love and compassion. There's loads of speakers out there, and actually one I recommend is Louise Hay, and she is wonderful for building the self-esteem. And it can be very good for how you feel listening to somebody who is, there's also Wayne Dyer, he's very good as well. So guys, they're my 3 ways. Now there's one more thing I want to say, it's like bonus. If you are feeling really angry about something, or irritated, or really annoyed, my suggestion is, do not take action. No matter how hard it is, don't take action to reprimand somebody when you're feeling angry, or that you want to have an outburst of anger towards somebody. And you know, if you're living with people in your home and you're annoyed towards somebody, please try your absolute best to zip it. Close this, because this can be very damaging. The words we say can harm others, and then when they harm others, they're going to harm you. You'll feel awful and bad and guilty. So try your absolute best not to react when you are feeling angry. And know that the blue feelings will pass. They always do. So guys, keep the head up and we'll speak soon, please God. Good night.